Hey guys, Steve here with Koken Power. So I've just been inside in the studio and tried to shoot this video. This is the 38th take with my little clicker device that automatically starts the video. I could stop and start, and my intention was to. So this video is called "The Dirty Little Secret of Solar." Been in solar for about a decade. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. My teams have sold and installed thousands of installations. There was a time that I didn't know what the dirty little secret of solar was, but I do now. And I've been beating a drum in the industry for the last few years about what I'm going to share with you. So the title of this video is "The Dirty Little Secret of Solar." And I was trying to make it all official in 2 minutes or less. This is kind of my expose. If you've ever seen the movie Jerry Maguire, you know, anyway, if you haven't seen the movie, what I'm going to share with you doesn't matter. If you have seen the movie, you get it, that there comes a point where he basically says, hey, our industry could be better. It could be different. So I was frustrated. I came out, I pulled some weeds. I looked at, talked to the horses, and I said, you know what? If I'm going to share with people that I hope to be my friends what the dirty little secret of solar is as a solar professional, someone who knows a lot about the industry and a lot about power, then you should sit here on the porch with me and we should have a conversation. So this video will not be 2 minutes. It'll be probably 5, and I'm at about a minute 45 now. So here we go. The dirty little secret of solar is this. Solar magnifies dirty electricity. What is dirty power? What's dirty electricity? I'm dating myself with this, but I grew up in the 80s, and AC/DC was a popular band, and AC/DC in the power world stands for alternating current and direct current. And so direct current, the solar panel, as it captures the sun, it's direct current. There's an inversion process in solar that converts that direct current to alternating current, which is what we use in our home. So alternating current has many aspects. You have watts, amps, volts, EMFs, total harmonic distortion, Ohm's law of resistance, power factor. There's lots of aspects of power, and if any of those are off, that is generically referred to as dirty electricity or dirty power. I can go to any home in America, and I can using a meter that measures the level of dirty power, I can typically measure 200 to 600 millivolts on that meter, which is like 100 millivolts or less is good. Anything above 100 is bad. Most homes measure 200 to 600. If they have solar, it 2, 5, 10x is that. So with all that's going on with solar magnifies a problem that already is existing in homes. And so I've been a part of 3 companies in the last decade that have actually gone bankrupt in solar, poorly managed, mismanaged, whatever. And I made a decision a couple of months ago that I'm done doing it someone else's way. I know a better way. I've been evangelizing this message to companies and reps for the last couple of years, trying to get people to wake up and understand what's going on. And quite frankly, most don't care. I don't think they're unethical or bad people, but I show pretty significant evidence that we have a problem. So Koken Power actually incorporated the company back in 2017. Haven't really done much with it until now. So if you go to our website, kokenpower.com, YouTube channel, my mission, my goal, my plan is to educate America on, and I guess the world for that matter, because dirty power exists around the globe, but primarily in America. There's 5 million homes that have already gone solar, 2 million just in the state of California alone. And if you've gone solar or are thinking about going solar, it's ridiculous to do so without solving the dirty power problem. And so it's a simple fix. It's cost effective. It can be done with the install, after the install. But that's really, as a company, that's what we're leading with. So we have a way that we can go into a home and we can test to see if they have dirty power. We can go from room to room and measure the levels of dirty electricity from room to room, and it does differ. Dirty power is created many different ways. It comes to us from the utility. We also create it inside our home as well. So some people say, well, Steve, what's the matter? Like, so what? What's the problem with dirty electricity? The problem is really three things. Dirty power is bad for you, your stuff, and your wallet, right? There's tons of health. I mean, people used to say, oh, you've got a tinfoil hat, and, talking about how, anyway. But if you take two magnets and you put them together, they like snap together. Like, you can't see it, you can't feel that, but that magnetic force is real, right? So electromagnetic fields that are created by energy and magnified by solar are real. So there's a health concern. Second thing is your stuff. Power is coming in from the grid. If that power is dirty, or if you're creating a lot of dirty power, your fridge, your HVAC, your washer, dryer, all of your electronics, everything is running inefficiently. It's running hot. It's wearing out sooner. And when there's spikes that come in from the power company, then you're losing equipment. So we need to protect the home from that. And then the third thing is it's bad for your wallet. Just by filtering or cleaning the power in a home, we can drop a power bill 5 to 15, sometimes more percent than that. Commercially, a lot more than that, but residentially 5, 10, 15%, that's pretty common, where, all we don't add solar, we just filter the power bill drops 5 to 15% on, like, really consistently. So this video is a little longer than I was hoping, but I wanted to talk to you as I would a friend. So here is the offer. Either myself or one of my technicians, we're setting up technicians and affiliates in all the states that I've worked with in the past. Ultimately, there's about 30 states that solar makes sense in. And initially, we're going to be really focusing on California and some of the western states, probably Florida. There's a couple of northeastern states that have a ton of power, but those states that have a lot of solar installations, that's where we're going to begin our focus. So I'll be setting up operations in those states. But I'm doing a tour of California here in a week and a half, covering everywhere from Sacramento down to the LA Metro. And the biggest problem is in the state of California, just because they have the most solar installations out of any state. But if you have a building, there is a potential to have dirty electricity. So we can test it, we can measure it, and we can also solve the problem pretty simply. So that is what we're doing at Koken Power, the clean energy company. If you'd like to be a part of that, if you'd like to have your home tested, whether you have solar or not, but more specifically, if you have solar, chances are you're having some challenges with your stuff in your wallet, right? So somewhere associated with this email, or this video rather, is going to be some place where you would put in info, your name, your address, your email, phone number. I don't know what we're going to put, but we're going to leave it up to you. Like, we'll come and test your home. We'll do it for free. It's a free assessment. An energy audit, I think, is what we'll be calling it, but really just test your home to see if you have dirty power. If you do, we'll give you some things you can do to fix it, to solve it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. If you say, thanks, Steve, no thanks, then that's all. We'll still be friends. So anyway, long video, apologize, but at least this one came from the heart. So let's go clean some power.